compiling the latest Internet User Habits Survey for the Middle East and North Africa. That takes us across the Ramadan period and shows some interesting variations in the data we've been compiling. Together, Spot On and Effective Measure have been defining the Internet in the Middle East so that we can better understand the markets we're trying to serve. The aim of the survey was to track media consumption for and through Ramadan, so we could compare that to the earlier survey and work out how Ramadan affected the consumption habits of Internet users across the Middle East. We also wanted to track the way that people shopped online, their habits and what was driving them across the region.
This is the second of a series of two that we've run this year in terms of a media consumption survey that we've run. We ran the first one in July. We had a sample of about 2,600. We ran the next one in midway through August, which we had a sample of close to 7,000 respondents. So really it was an opportunity to track how media consumption changed during the month of Ramadan. And one of the interesting findings is for television in particular, there has been no change in consumption overall. It's really just the way it's been consumed in terms of the peak time that it's been consumed. It was about 2 hours later than it was in July. So in July it was peaking between 8 and 10. During August, during Ramadan, it's peaking between 10 and midnight. And that's really the key difference. Similarly with internet as well. Internet consumption was relatively similar to last time, but again the peak time was later in the evening. In terms of print and other forms of media, there was no real change at all.
So the survey told us that 32% of online people in the Middle East and North Africa had purchased online within the last 3 months. 43% in the GCCs. The GCC leads the region. That compares to a figure like 60% for the United Kingdom.
One of the interesting findings we found is how we break up by nationality groups. In particular, when we compare Westerners to GCC Arab, Westerners by and large have 67% of Westerners have purchased online in the last 3 months, which is actually higher than some of Western countries, which is quite interesting. This compares to 39% amongst GCC Arabs. So there's quite a difference amongst those two different groups.
The survey shows a high degree of seasonality. Through June, July, August, a lot of people were buying airline tickets and tourism and travel services online. Men and women came out even Stevens, which was a surprise. Men and women are buying just as much online.